What's up, everybody? Alright, so today we're finally getting around to painting my Ruger PC charger. And as you can see, we got everything masked off already from like a month and a half ago when I decided to do this. But I'll give you a little bit of the scheme that I'm thinking about doing this time. It's inspired off that Multicam. I think it's the navy one. So it's actually, well, it's fairly dark, but if you look in there, it's like it's black, a lot of black, dark gray. There's always some sheens of some navy. So I found this flat ultra matte navy. We're gonna try black. We got the down to earth ultra matte. It's a little bit darker than the sand. There seems to always be like a shadow of tan in some of those. And I've got two grays, dark gray, and then just a straight up primer for your light gray. Because you know me, I'm not fucking with those primers no more. But we'll get going, set this up, get our alcohol on there, and start painting. As you know, everything changes as we're doing it, so that's the plan, is to have that sort of multicam, naval, urban sort of multicam look. Obviously, it's going to be the same sort of patterns that I typically do, but just that's the color palette I'm going for, and hopefully it comes out all right. So, see you in a few. Started. I'm gonna do sort of my normal thing where I put the stripes in there. I'm gonna start with the slate, the dark gray. I'm gonna do some bigger sections with that, and then I'm gonna layer in the tan, gray, and the blue. But what we want to do is set that up so we kind of have like a gray stripe, and then those stripes can be layered so that it'll look a little bit thinner, because we want those fairly sparse. I mean, mostly this. My accent with the light gray as well, which will probably come after, but I'm gonna use black to cover a lot of this. Hopefully I got enough black paint to get this done. But so let's start with this. I don't know how this looks yet. That's cool. We'll do it later. Yeah, it looks pretty subtle. Yeah, that's right there. Okay. Finally a gray that fucking looks nice. Alright. And I may just do all the colors on this side first and then flip it over to the other side. That way I don't have to let it dry once before the flips. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with the down to earth and just kind of put some highlight stripes in there, which we'll see how we go into the light grays first. Let me do the light grays first. It's always as we go. So let's do this. Alright, so we're gonna and as always, you know, don't panic. Always looks funky, right? I'm not too worried about the joint. It's you know, in some of these things, it should be fine. I mean, it's not like you're manipulating it all that much. I need to go a little bit wider, and we'll come back with the dark gray after to tighten those sides up, you know what I mean? So let's get in there and put one of these. More of that there. Now I kind of do have to let that dry a little bit. We are going to hit it with the light primer gray. Hopefully I can make this work. But no, let's see. I could put the blue on top of this now. The whole idea was to put the gray as a tan, gray, then a little bit of stripe for the gray, put the blue in, because then we're going to go over with most of the dark, and I'll probably go with that dark gray again, just to kind of mask it up. So, or I could use this for my string accent. Let's think about that. Before we get to that, let's touch up our edges with this. Go back to the gray. Cool. I'm not worried about this overspray here because I'm going to be putting blue on, cover most of it anyway. We just want some of this accent coming through. So we'll go ahead. It's always a work in progress, you know that. Got to do what looks right. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I still got to flip it, do the other side, which I don't know if you want to see that. It'll make the video twice as long, but I'll come back when that's dry and add the blue. All right, so I flipped over. We'll continue on with our navy blue. True navy. I don't know about all that, but this is fine, okay. Alright, so let's get in here. And I'll work my way down this way. Even stripes went a little bit the other way. It really doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't matter. Put the underside first. All right, on top there, we're good, we're good. And just on this one, I'm gonna put a little, lay a little bit in here, just to, I think I hit the other side like that. So that way, maybe it'll show through, maybe it won't, I don't know. But, there we go, perfect. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna come back with the small mesh and the black. All right, so what I decided to do next, I'm moving on to the string so I can do my ghost effect to tie in the original gray color into some of these areas. And I'm gonna accent with the light gray in some of the other areas because I want to hit the black last so that the mesh are sharp. I also don't have a ton of black paint. I'm hoping to get this all done in one shot without buying another can, at least tonight. And then, so I definitely need to darken this up. So we're gonna attempt to blend some of these areas, or at least get my ghost, my little flamey, smoky effect in there. And we'll go from there. Not doing a whole lot, is it? There it is. I don't think the paint's gonna stick very well to this rubber piece here, but whatever. It's gonna come off sometime somewhere anyway. Let's try to get a little bit more up in this. There we go. Because we don't want it. I don't want it light. I want to keep it mostly dark, but you know. Just want those little accents coming through. Guess it's time for a fucking new ball of string. Alright. Cool. Alright. Not too bad. That's card right there. Alright. And we'll let that dry. I lied. Forgot to do the light parts in the primer. So this, I definitely want decent coverage of this shit in here, so we can hopefully just get that wispy. Yeah, like that. See? Now we're talking. Yeah, buddy. Fucking A. Very nice. And the way that's coming out, I'm gonna hit all of this with it. So it looks good. All of it. Tastes delicious. Awesome. Dig it. I dig it. I dig it. All right. Cool. So now we're gonna hit that heavy with the black spots. All right. So we're hitting it with the black now. I started with the small one, but I'm gonna use the two different sizes. I used the two different sizes on the other one. Probably should have just kept with the small one, but I still feel like there's a little bit too much tan coming through on the other side, so I'm gonna have to try something else. But let's just get in here and start hitting it. Can't really see it on that Talon grip, but whatever. And some of them are heavier shots of the black and some are just lighter. You really just gotta vary it up. Just get creative with it. use the other side to do that. Put this in here. You should really be able to see it on the can part because it looks pretty tight. There you go. A little bit more up in here. Overall, I'm digging it. The tan is bright. I'm thinking once I get it unmasked, it won't be so bad, but I might have to get some ghost black or something in there to tie that up. For the most part, it's the effect that I was looking for. Just a little bit too much tan, I guess. I didn't know it would, I guess I could have used more blue. Although the amount of blue that is there is fine because it's super subtle. So maybe I'll try ghosting in a couple of those. And I'll hit that because that's fucking smudged. Close enough. And just because we do the other side, we'll hit a couple of these large ones, which I wasn't really feeling on the other side, but I gotta keep it consistent a little bit. Fucking weird. I was doubled up. Oh well. So vary the size of the pins a little bit. Get one here. It just varies it just enough. It's not terrible. Definitely gotta. I might use the black and just go over some of those light gray areas again. Maybe hit it with a little black and blue ghost on the string effect, and then we should be it. I chose not to do any more blue. I'm just going to try to blend some of the lightest areas with my ghost effect. Definitely time for new strings. Yeah, just darkens it up just a smudge. Probably could also use the stick method on this. Make it more like lines. So we're just gonna hit the whole thing just to tie, subdue some of those. That way it's really just tied together. These are super light, quick shots. My dog is barking his ass off. Alright, so I think that looks, I think I'm happy with that. We'll go for it. Yeah, there we go. Some of the separation. Let's put them on some of the. All right, those are the parts I like right there. That come on, a little splatter, sort of. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it.